Well, joining us now is General Secretary of the Palestinian National Initiative, Mustapha Barghouti. Thanks very much for being with us on the programme today. Let's talk first of all about the relaunching of this plan in the last hour or so by Bezalel Smotrich, even calling it, didn't he, on his statement, burying the idea of a Palestinian state. It's highly provocative, isn't it?
It's not just provocative, it is going to be implemented. And Smotrich, the most important thing in what Smotrich said is that everything he's doing, he has coordinated with the Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu, and with the American side, the American administration, which he says is supporting their acts of annexation of Palestinian land, illegal annexation, their acts of violation of international law. And this is happening exactly at the time after Netanyahu has declared his support to the idea of Greater Israel, which would mean annexing not only all Palestinian land, but also Jordan, Lebanon, big parts of Syria, 1/3 of Saudi Arabia, half of Iraq, half of Egypt, and so on and so forth. What is something we didn't see since Hitler, since the fascism in Germany.
Why do you say it will definitely happen? Because at this stage, do you not think it's just him trying to put pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu within the unit that they have formed together?
No. He's not pressuring Netanyahu. He is coordinating with Netanyahu. He is in agreement with Netanyahu. They are doing the process of total annexation of Palestinian land, which they consider is Jewish only. And what he is doing is very dangerous, and it is supported by Netanyahu. This is the Israeli real policy, and it will not stop unless international community and other countries who claim they respect international law will start imposing sanctions on Israel.
Do you not think, though, that he will be stopped effectively by that international community? Because the international community will not just allow Benjamin Netanyahu to do this.
No, they won't unless they impose sanctions on Netanyahu. What we see here is exactly what happened during the Second World War, when Hitler started annexing countries one after the other and lands after the other. Unless sanctions are immediately imposed on Israel, Israel will proceed. And that is the responsibility of countries like France, Spain, Italy, United States, and the UK. If they say they respect international law, they should immediately impose sanctions on Israel to restrain this terrible fascist tendency. Otherwise, they should tell us frankly and openly that international law doesn't exist anymore.
Do you think there is still a way forward then for a two-state solution?
Only if sanctions are imposed on Israel immediately and if there is a change of the Israeli government. This government is a fascist one. And they don't hide themselves. They call themselves fascists, and they proceed with fascist policies. And look at the genocide they have committed in Gaza, and now they are preparing for even a bigger genocide. They are conducting ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people. They are conducting starvation of the Palestinian people. And this is happening in front of the whole world. Yes, there has to be, the world has to stop them. But that can happen not with statements or declarations. It can happen only if sanctions are imposed on Israel. Don't forget that on Russia, 11,000 sanctions were imposed in 2 months. How many sanctions were imposed on Israel? Almost none. And that's the problem. The problem is that Israel is allowed to be above the law, above international law, and impunitive to international law. And that's why Netanyahu and Smotrich and the other fascists have gone so far.